Ye tu sarvani karmani mahi sanyasya matparagha ananyenaiva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate. This is what we saw. Ye tu sarvani karmani is what we spent half an hour so that we can relate to what Bhagavan says in our day-to-day life. This is how ye tu sarvani karmani mahi sanyasya. Do it for Krishna, for Krishna. What we do technically doesn't matter. As far as possible, we do only punya karya, dharma karya. Even at times we have to do stuff which may not be in line with dharma. Don't feel this is what I am. Don't justify. We have a good chance now to cry to Krishna. Take it there and let us pray. If you are uncomfortable with what happened, fantastic. Go to our own little Thakurji and Guru Maharaj, cry, pray. That will take us closer and closer. Na? What do you think Vipata Santuna Sashvata Tatra Tatra Jagat Guru means? It means not physical problems around. Vipatana crisis. Crisis where? In my sadhana marga. Crisis in the path of divinity also is Vipat. I am supposed to do this much chanting. I couldn't do. Krishna. Make me do more and more chanting. Idu Vipat. If I am not able to sustain my journey towards spirituality, forget that. Adipada, the fundamental progress in spirituality is by faith. When I lose faith, adu vipat dane. Go again, cry for faith. Cry and say, Bhagavan, I am doubting a lot. Can you bless me with more vishwasam? Our Swamiji gave this wonderful insight in one of the prayers he conducted in January 1st. He does Kalpataru Day prayers, New Year Day prayers. In that he said, generally in our Sanatana Dharma, to remove obstacles, we do what is called as Ganapati Homam. Havan we do for Ganpati Ji. Na? And if you have observed the Pandit Ji who does Ganapati Havan carefully, you know what he does? He brings all the bricks, etc., keeps the altar ready, puts a little sand, boost portion needs to be there. He keeps everything ready. The muncha grass or the dharba is ready. All this water is ready, ghee is ready, the dried cow dung is, everything is ready. He is ready to start Ganapati Homa. So a boy came and sat next to this Mamaji, Pandit Ji was doing his seeing. Suddenly Pandit Ji took a little haldi, made it into a small little mountain like this. And then Asanam Samarpayami. This little boy said, Pandit Ji, what are you doing now? You know what the Pandit Ji says? I am doing Ganapati Homam, but Homam is with the Agni only. Na? You are doing something with Haldi out here. What is that? Pandit Ji says, Ganapati Havan is to make sure that there are no obstacles for you in your life. And this little mountain of Haldi, Manjal I have kept out here, is Ganapati Puja to ensure Ganapati Havan does not get obstructed by any obstacles. Now, Ganapati Homam obstacle varamar karthukku or Ganapati Puja. You say, Andamadri. When our Shastras say, chant Nama with faith, then I chant Nama first for faith. And then I chant Nama with faith. Na? Bhakti has so much flexibility for us. So even when I am lacking faith, I can cry to Bhagavan and say, Bhagavan, after listening to so much stories, after listening Gita, I'm still doubting you. Why don't you give me more clarity? Why don't you give me more Vishwasam? Now we can pray. You see how simple it is. How can anybody fail in this path? Shigram, Sukam, Phala. You see, that's the beauty of this path. So Bhagavan says, Ye tu sarvani karmani mayi sanyasya matparaga ananyenaiva yogena ananyenaiva yogena. That without any other alambanam, without any other catching, I am the one who are your support in the journey. I am the destination. I am the journey. I am the destination. You see? And that is why Ananyenaiva Yogena, na, rely on Krishna Kripa in the journey of Bhakti so that we can attain Bhagavan Sri Krishna's Prema. And Ananyenaiva Yogena means Agham asmi aparadana malayaha akinchano agatihi Tvameva upaya bhuto me bhaveti prarthana matihi. This is a great Vaishnava Purvacharya who is singing Aham Asmi Aparadham Nalayam. I am the very temple, I am the very repository of all aparadham, of all these negativities, Bhagavan, Krishna. And that won't work in Nirguna. If you have even one aparadha, gone to that extent in that sadhana. Here, looking at ourselves and praying, Yananye Naiva Yogena Idartham. Ahamasmi aparadhamalayam. I am completely a repository of all defects. Akinchano, I have nothing to hold on to. I don't have any sadhana. I don't have sadhana balam. And that's why our Swamiji sings, Nahi me bhakti, nahi me shakti, nahi me margam, nahi me gati, sharanagatam vina. Tava charana yugalam yevaгаtir me Premi varada Govinda. He's saying Tava charana yugalam yevagati. Akinchano agatihi. I have no other gati. Agatina anartham. I have only aksharanam akarosmi. You are my gati da agati. Tvameva upaya bhuto. You have told in Bhagavad Gita, I am the final, mat paramo solitaire. You said, I am the final destination. Bhagavan, Divinity, Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan, Krishna, Vasudevan is the final destination. But then, what is my upayam? What is my means to attain you? Nidampa. You are the ones. You are the ones. When a child is feeling alone and the mother is in the next room, the child wants to go to the mother because it is afraid of being lonely here. Now, what does the child do? Child cries from there. Aman, alarde. Why? Because for me to go to mother, I cannot crawl. The mother has to come and lift me. So I need to go to the mother. The means is also the mother. The end is also the mother. So it is the mother who carries me to the mother. You see? That's the state of Ananyenaiva Yogena. So the means to attain Bhagavan is Bhagavan. What does it mean? Bhagavan Nama is not different from Bhagavan. For me, Gati, Krishna, your kripa in form of Nama coming in my lips is the Gati. So, Tvameva Upayam. Tvameva Upayam na Tvamna for Kali, Keshava Kirtanam Upayam. And I am not doing this sadhana. If I do that sadhana, I am in a different category. Krishna, somehow make me chant this, the divine name in my lips. You are the upayam for me. And me bhavati prarthana matihi. So please come and take me. You are the means, because I am not going to hold on to any other means. I'm going to constantly call out your name. I'm going to constantly listen to your story. I'm going to constantly remember whatever I chanted, whatever I listened. You are the upayam. I am not going to do any other sadhana. Sadhana rakhitam sharanagatam prabho palaya mam dino gopala. Sadhana rahita. Chanting the divine name sadhana kadayadu. Phalam of whatever sadhana I did in the past. Chanting the divine name is holding on to Bhagavan as the means to attain Bhagavan. You see? And chanting the divine names is also the kripa of Bhagavan. We are all sitting and discussing Bhagavad Gita. It is sadhana kadayadu. It is Bhagavad Kripa which is making us speak or listen to our Bhagavad Gita. And then our Swamiji says, there is no other way for me. I don't have tapas, I don't have dharma, I don't have anything. Krishna, you are my only upayam. Constantly being clear about it. Is Bhagavan saying that is, I am the upayam gardada ananyenaiva yogena. And our Shankara Bhashyam, Ramanuja Bhashyam, I told you yesterday, avidhyamanam anyat alambanam vishwarupam devam dhyayanta. The same Sharanagati Prapatti of all the bhaktas is what our Adi Shankara Bhagavad Paatah is also saying. You see, where alammanam illa. Etad alammanam sreshtam, etad alammanam palam, etad eva alammanam. There is no other alambanam for me. Alambanam na holding to something. If you want a creeper to actually grow and attain whatever it needs to attain, it needs a pole on which it twirls. Na? Like that, my only support, my only sadhan, my only means is Krishna, your kripa. Huh? Your kripa. Constantly I'll be thinking only your kripa, kripa, kripa. And this is what our Mirabai is also singing. Tumha bin mori kaun kabhar le govardhan giridhari govardhan giridhari giridhari. Tumha bin more kaun kabhar le. Who else can actually protect me, take care of me, or consider my welfare? Only you. This is what ananyena iva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate. Which means I cry remembering Bhagavan Sri Krishna saying, Krishna, you are my sole support. So I am doing mam dhyayanta and crying for support upasate. You see? Because you can't pray without remembering Bhagavan. So mam dhyayanta upasate means crying out for Krishna kripa. And that has to happen when we have Krishna's wonderful thought in our heart. And that is the reason why Bhagavan says, Dhyanam, na, it's not sitting Dhyanam. Every second Dhyanam. When we are eating something sweet, Krishna, Kripa ila paran evlo nalla par. Ana kashtapatten thana varde sweet and I eat it. Mam dhyayanta upasate. The moment we see everything as Krishna Kripa, or we are crying out for his Kripa, both are mam dhyayanta upasate. And then for them, he says, Teshamaham samudharta mrityu samsara sagarat bhavami nachirat partha magi aveshita chetasam tesham aham. Galaga. Our Shankara Bhashyam we have to see. Ramanuja Bhashyam is very clear. Our Bhashyakara's Bhashyam, Udayavar's Bhashyam is very clear. That it is only Vasudeva, Bhagavan Narayana will take us across. We saw it yesterday. Here, Tesham mat upasanaika paranam. Tesham, now those people who do only my upasana, they do only my upasana, considering that I am their only upayam and upayam. I am their only means and end. Aham Ishwaraha Saguna Brahma. Any prayer is answered only by Ishwara, not by Brahma. You see, the one who is giving Advaita philosophy, in the path nobody can have second opinion. Aham Ishwaraha Samudharta Kutaha Kutahiti Mrityu samsara sagarat mrityu yuktaha samsara mrityu samsaraha sayeva sagara eva sagaraha dustaratvat. He is saying the I, Ishvara, the Lord of the universe, Vasudeva, shall take you across this mrityu samsara sagarat. Moonu solrar. Because samsaram is completely replete with only death all around. Na? So that I will take you across. And why does Krishna calls it as a ocean sagaram? Na? Dustaratvat. Very difficult to cross. A small stream I can cross. Ocean, now keep swimming. Na? It is not like this Chinna English channel England to France. You have to start from say Kanyakumari and go up to Antarctica. And that's million times jasti mrityu samsara. So Bhagavan says they can't. Only I can. So I shall take them across. It can be done even instantaneous. I will make them enjoy the journey along with them. If Krishna comes and takes us across, what does it mean? Have you ever thought that when our Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra Prabhu sent Hanumanji with the little ring to give to Sita Mata, very beautiful words there, Bhartaram iva sampraptam. She felt moment Hanumanji like a guru came from Ramachandra Prabhu like Paramatma, and Sita Mata is a guru in her own accord, but here some Purvacharyas have considered that as a Jivatma Swarupam. And the context matunda, don't take it literally. In the context of that, When a Bhagavan sends a guru and a guru gives us Ramanamam Nale, our journey towards Bhagavan has started. And how a Sishya feels is Bhartaram Iva Sampraptam. Bhagavani Atinjamari. The moment I get the 2 letters from a guru, Rama, Solinde, Abdin Borlia, the moment I get the 2 letters from my guru, I feel as if I have attained Ramchandra Prabhu. Why? Teshamaham Samuddarta. When Bhagavan himself comes and Bhagavan himself is driving this, this ship to take us across, we found Bhagavan. The one who is taking us himself is Bhagavan. That is the reason why takshanat. That is the reason why the journey and the destiny, Bhagavad Dharma, unique. And more I think about it, awesome. You see, in Nijam meaning of awesome, that the journey itself, Bhagavan's hand is there. That Bhagavan Nama is Bhagavan Nartham. When Bhagavan said, Tesham Aham Samuddarta, how does he do Samuddarta? He himself comes in form of the divine name. And our tongue is the playground for the divine name. And the divine name slowly takes us to its own self, which is Bhagavan. And that is the reason why the divine name is inseparable. Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shakti, says Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the divine name is Bhagavan. And Bhagavan is pulling us towards him, taking us towards him through this lovely raft called a divine name. And there is a very famous song in Tamil. Tandi vidalam kadalai tandi vidalam. In the Saramatra Samsara kadalai tandi vidalam. Pandurangan padagakaran paathu pudiyungal. Ranga 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 endre tandi vidalam. Just say the divine name. And that's all it is. Once we chant the divine name, it means this boat is actually having the driver called Panduranga taking across. The Panduranga is taking that boat forward. And what is this taking the boat forward? Chanting is divine names. So we are not chanting because I am the lord of my intellect. I am the lord of the mind. I have complete control over all these. So it is not me. I need to chant. Neither am I lord of the intellect, neither am I lord of the senses, because I know how I am able to control all that. In spite of that, I am chanting. It means the boat has started. And Bhagavan is taking the boat forward. How do we know the progress of the boat? We see the movement of scenery everywhere. Then we know boat is moving. For us, the boat of spirituality is moving when our tongue is moving in the direction towards Ram, Ram. Teshamaham samuddarta mrityu samsara sagara. Bhavami nachirat partha mayi aveshichatetasa. So they come very quickly to me. How quickly? Already they are with me only. The moment we enter into a satsangam, we are in the lap of Krishna. Avlo nachirat. Not even at the end of my physical body, I attain Krishna maybe for some. For us, the moment we start this journey into a satsang of a great Mahatma, nachirat, over, you see. And the plane has departed, it has to land. That's all, you see. And I will conclude the small story I got from one of you through a social media. I like that story. In that, it seems the plane was going and a small girl was sitting, unaccompanied minor was sitting in that corner seat. There were all people around and there was a little turbulence. And everybody was panicking. This little girl was smiling. Then the elder person, out of his tremendous concern that this child is not getting stressed, is telling the child, my dear child, do you know what is happening? The child even gave perfect technical term. Yes, it is an air turbulence because of an air pocket, possibly because of storm. So you know, I know, of course. But do you know it is a little risky? Of course I know. But how come you are not disturbed at all? You know why? You know why? Yeah, tell me. The one who is driving the plane is my mother. And she knows I am in this flight. And I know she will do everything under her power to take me home. And my father is waiting in the airport. So my mother is the #1 pilot. She has seen greater turbulences like that. So why should I worry? When my mother, knowing that child is in the plane, He's taking care of the plane to take me to the Father. Mother than Guru. The flight than nammuடைய spiritual journey. Father than Krishna. You see, that's what Kabir Das ji says, na? So when we are in this flight piloted by a guru who has weathered so many storms like this, to take how many jivas across? How can I be stressed? I'm not driving this plane. And the one who drives this plane knows how to drive it. He needs to compromise a little. But then he will ensure that plane will reach the destination where the Father is waiting. You see? I am not seeing that my mother is driving the plane. I have not seen. It is a closed cabin. I can't sit on her lap when she is driving. But I know she is driving. Because before I entered, she said, I'm going to drive the plane. Don't worry. Adudha Guru Upadesa. Guru Darshan. Unjail. அங்க இருக்கக்கூடிய சேனல்ஸ் எல்லாம் பார்த்து உட்காந்து நிம்மதியா போக வேண்டியது. சேனல் 1 ஸ்ரவணம், சேனல் 2 கீர்த்தனம், சேனல் 3 ஸ்மரணம், சேனல் 4 பாதசேவனம். ஜாலியா பண்ணிட்டு போக வேண்டியது. சாதனமா இதெல்லாம் டைம் பாஸ், காலக்ஷேபம். காலக்ஷேபோன கர்த்தவ்யः க்ஷீணமாயு க்ஷணே க்ஷணே யமஸ்ய கருணா நாஸ்தி கர்த்தவ்யம் ஹரி கீர்த்தனம். All the time he sit down and enjoy shravanam, kirtanam, smaranam. Enna, my mother is driving the plane. She is taking both of us to the Father. And what does the mother gain from taking the child to the Father? Apart from the vatsalyam, the father will be happy, the child will be happy. Seeing these two happiness makes the mother happy. ஒரு குழந்தை அப்பா கிட்ட கொடுத்த அப்பா கொஞ்சம் பாக்குற ஒரு அம்மாவோட ஆனந்தத்துக்கு நிகரே கிடையாது. When the Mataji takes the child and gives to the father, and the joy in the father's eyes and the comfort in the child's eyes is what is the source of joy for the mother. A guru is like that. Teshamaham samudharta. And aham ne solran Bhagavan. Yenna Bhagavan tells our Kuchela Swami that the Mahatma who actually takes a jiva to my feet, who gives jnana, is no other than myself. Bhagavan identifies himself as such a guru. A person who has given you the body is first level guru. He has to be revered. The second level guru gives us vidya. He may teaches us Vedas, he teaches us slokas, etc. Second level guru, revere that guru as myself. The third level guru is a person who actually gives us the jnana and takes us to Bhagavan Sri Krishna when we surrender to him. Bhagavan tells our Sudamaji in Bhagavatam, understand that guru to be no different from me. Tesham aham samudharta. Through a guru. And a guru where Bhagavan where, and Bhagavan does not think. He may think, I don't know. But Bhagavan does not think I am different, he is different. And our Swamiji also sing, Guru veru, Hari veru endru irupadu ariyadavar pechittar. That Guru Krupa is Hari Krupa. Hari Krupa is Guru Krupa. You see? And so both are same. And aham samudhartana through a guru. I will take the apple from you means I will use my hands to pick it from your hand and take it to my mouth means hand is also me only. I only took it. A guru, a Mahatma, a Avatara Purusha is nothing but Bhagavan's hand to collect the jivas across this samsara to his own feet. So aham here is Acharya. Tesham aham samudharta mrityu samsara sagarat Bhavami nachirat partha mayi aveshita chetasa. Here there is a great Mahatma called Madhusudana Saraswati Pada, and we will see his bhashya tomorrow of Tesham ahamku. Ahamku has given a big samudharta mrityu samsara sagar. He says, hey partheti sambodhanam aswasha artham. Whenever you need to comfort somebody, whenever you need to assure somebody, you call the name, don't worry, Sri Ram, don't worry. Abdina, when you put that name there, you use that name to specify, to reassure. So here Bhagavan is saying, Nachirat Partha, Abdin Tatranam Barthana, Kavalapadadra, Nandanda Kutin Bopare. Not only am I going to take you across this ocean of Kauravasena, I will take you across the ocean of Samsara also. And as a reassurance, as a way to pacify this sorrowful soul, Bhagavan uses the name He Partha. He Partha, Tesham aham samudharta. Bhavami Nachirat Partha. Very quickly I'll take your class. Don't. Why? I've already taken. I'm talking to you and you still doubt. Are naane patient irukenda and I have my darshan itself is durlabham. I am sitting in front of you, holding your horses, cleaning your chariot, talking to you, trying to convince you. Nachiratna enartham? Done and done. Nachirat means over. The fact that I am your charioteer, war is over. Now you go through the formalities of 18 days, ups and downs. War is over. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraha, Tatra Srir Vijayo Bhutir Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama, over. War is over. And that is what is Nachirat. Nachiratna, now, finish. Not after this birth is only for philosophy. For bhava of devotees, adanjache. After attaining a great satsanga, great Mahatma, how can there be a doubt is something I'm trying to figure out. You see, done deal. And now let us take care of other things. Nachirathukku, that is the bhashyam for us, not Shankara bhashyam, Bhagavad Ramanujacharya, adala amba bhashyam. And then, number not me. This is our experience. Very beautifully, a nice episode by Yogi Ram Surath Kumar is, he made his disciple read the last chapter and ensured that we understand this is how it ends. Then he says, now that we know the last chapter, let us start from the beginning. You see? And I had one such experience in US also with a little girl trying to buy a Harry Potter. When we know that we have this wonderful satsang, the divine name, and we have this wonderful samskara to listen to katha, etc., done deal. It's over. Nachiratna, it's already done. You see? And that is the beauty of Bhavami Nachirat. The last chapter, which is last chapter of our life, which is the most important culmination chapter, is already taken care. Krishna Charanam. Krishna Arpanamastu is how you end a book. Krishna Arpanamastu has done. It is only we have few more years, male and this much earlier poet will attain him. Is the bhava of a devotee who has understood the value of the satsanga.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,